Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Hi, Maxine Ladusa. Glorious. Happy Monday to you too, Burika. Kenneth Langsley. Okay, Krista McCracken. Today's Monday, so I will be back later on the other channel doing my short reading for anyone who's in the chat. So if you have, wait a minute, this past weekend was Valentine's Day. I forgot all about it this Saturday. So those who are looking, trying to figure out if they're going to meet somebody new, come by later. Having said that, you know, number of years ago, I predicted that Texas and Florida were going to go blue. And I said the opponent of current occupants of Congress, the representatives, their competitors were going to basically use Trump as an albatross around their necks. And it feels like to me, according to reports, this is happening. And one example is there is a lady, she's a congresswoman. I thought she's probably a state a state representative in Texas. I don't remember her name. I just uploaded the article where I read the thing. I didn't download it onto my machine, so I can't tell you her name. She has a Hispanic name, but she's not the only one. A few months ago, who was demanding that they deport all immigrants, get them out of here. And it seems like in recent weeks, she's had a change of heart. She's in Texas, deep red Texas, according to reports. And right now, a whole new tune. She changed her mind. Now, these are the politicians who have their fingers, trying to figure out which way the wind is blowing. But I feel like saying my prediction for her and others in Texas is going to turn blue. And according to reports from what I am hearing, watch in November. Even I wouldn't be surprised. I predicted that a lot of those seats, Senate or House of Representatives, they're going to lose. And I know Cornyn is running against oh my God, I forget his name, but this guy is so corrupt, it's not funny. But I don't remember his name. I'm not going to try to. He's a MAGA. I'm not going to try to remember his name or figure out if I'm seeing it. That's how much respect I have for him. But he's one of the people who was running against Cornyn. Intuitively, I feel Cornyn is going to lose against one of those guys, two of the Republican, two MAGAs. They're competing into who's more MAGA than the other. And I feel like saying the Democrats who's running, I believe it's Crockett, and I forget his name, Calico, or something close to that. I'm sorry, that's the way I'm remembering his name. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised. That can change, but I don't see how Crockett is going to lose. And if Crockett wins, okay, he has a better chance to me. I like Calico as well. He's a very smart young man. He can do he has a lot of ideas. Okay, good ideas. And intuitively, I feel I would be shocked if Crockett doesn't win, move on to challenge that guy. It feels like to me, he's the one. If Cornyn wins, he's going to be squeaking by. But regardless, I'd be shocked if Crockett doesn't win that seat. That's my prediction. Let's see what happens. And also, I predicted that the relationship between us and our NATO partners, and the way I saw them link arms with the rest of the world to come after us because of the way Trump has treated them. But I always felt most Democrat leaders, I mean some Republican as well, are in Munich, yes, for the security meeting that they have there yearly. I feel like saying Democrats are doing an amazing job, and some Republicans as well, at convincing our partners, European partners, not to let Trump is not going to be there forever. And intuitively, I'm not hearing this. I feel like saying they've been to a degree successful at convincing European leaders to hang in there. They're not saying to stay passive in the face of what Trump is doing, but they are saying to hang in there, not to abandon our friendship and give Trump a win. Because, again, that's another name. I'm gonna pronounce it the best way I can remember. Moira is the author. It sounds Indian to me. Okay. Unfortunately, I forgot I did not download information that I uploaded to YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, to my Google Drive, and then download it on my PC. But the point I'm trying to make is maybe I can do it as I'm speaking to you. The person, the author, or whoever concocted the idea that America should abandon NATO is, I believe he's from India or somewhere in Asia, okay? And somehow it seems like he has connection with a think tank that's connected to the Trump family or to Trump himself, well, to Trump, okay? And they decided they would adopt his approach. And also Trump did it because a lot of MAGAs, they don't understand why and how much our friendship in Europe and throughout the world, they only see the efforts and what we spend, but they don't realize how much we are getting back from all those efforts and money that we spend, and also, the lives of our soldiers. But the point I'm trying to make is that's Trump. Well, as we know, he takes advantage of every little nook and cranny he can to win things. He cheats. So he used that to propel himself to become president again, and not only now, the last time as well. So that's why it's America first, and we don't need NATO, all that kind of stuff. Right now, our dollar is worth less than he took office. It's sinking. I'm hoping it rebounds, okay? But that's who Trump is following. And intuitively, I feel our representatives who are in Europe now, including Hillary Clinton is there as well. I don't know if Bill is there, but Hillary Clinton, she basically took Republicans and Trump to the shed. But they are doing a very good job at keeping our friendship with Europe and other countries around the world alive. Because if it wasn't for these people, intuitively, I feel I predicted it before. I did not know, because I knew about the Munich, security meeting yearly. But I tend to make predictions. It may sound a little disconnected, okay, until it happens. Because sometimes you just get the message, this is going to happen, and I should take the time sometimes to figure out what's going to trigger those things, but unfortunately I don't. I should learn for next time or going forward. The thing is, that's what's going to save, or at least contribute tremendously to this, to our, and maintaining our friendship in Europe and throughout the world, and keep Trump from doing more damage than he has already done. Because the effects of his, he's tariffing everybody, he bullies everybody, is beginning to have an effect on our economy. And we are all feeling it. And that's one way, because MAGA too have to go to the store. And it seems like some of them still haven't learned that tariffs of their dear leader is what's causing how expensive their grocery bills, and that's what we all feel. We all have to eat. They will wake up, and like I predicted before, they are beginning to turn on him, on Trump and Republicans, that is. But my friends, watch November. The number of people who are going to go out to vote. And also before that, the number of protests that we're going to have in this country. If Trump thinks, and his administration think they've seen protests, I haven't seen anything yet. Because intuitively I feel the CWG guys are going to continue to perpetrate the violence that they have become accustomed to, perpetrating on those supposedly are criminals, until something else major, there's potential for something else again to happen, just like Pretty and Good. And the atrocities that are coming out every day, the stories about atrocities that are taking place in those warehouses, that private company, that's not a thing. The owner or whoever they are, guys, there's going to be a major investigation. Not now, in the coming years. And to those people who are warehousing immigrants. And the jail sentence for these people is going to be epic. Because there's a lot that's taking place behind the scenes, intuitively I feel. We haven't heard a peep about yet. We will find out, intuitively I feel, when they start releasing the people who are being incarcerated in those places. A judge in Minneapolis ordered that everyone who's incarcerated and who hasn't had contact with an attorney or something like that, they have to be released. There is a reason, I don't remember if those I stated the exact reasons, but there's an order that came down to release these people. And as more people come out, a lot of CWG guys are going to be in trouble, and also the workers in those places and the owners or whatever they are who own the companies. Good luck to them. This is not going to be pretty. That's my prediction. The next thing I want to say a couple of years ago, when I was doing my economic predictions, I've mentioned this before, but it's because of something I read this morning. I predicted that the 1% of the 1%, the wealthy, were looking for a way to put us in a situation where we're so worried about our health, keeping a roof over our head, eating, among a whole bunch of other stuff, so that, we have no time to pay attention to what they are doing. I was reading an article, and I'm shocked because I never connected the Reagan era as the beginning of you never have enough type of people to take over. But according to that report, this whole thing started during the Reagan era. Okay. And it has gotten worse over the year. One part I disagree with the writer. They said people like Obama and Trump made great promises. Yes, I feel Obama was a motivator, and he accomplished something. He was the first, and he didn't lie like we get today. So that's one part I disagree with in that article. But he's making the connection of the growing number of oligarchs. And remember, guys, I said many times before how we can find ourselves. I'm sorry, I'm looking for the tab. If we are not careful, based on what I am seeing, the attitude of people like Musk, Peter Thiel, and company, and if you pay close attention, you will see signs of what that person is referring to, and I've mentioned it, but in my own way. These people, those journalists, they have data points in front of them. They have, different things that they can point to. Like he said, it never occurred to me it started during Reagan. They gave the wealthy a super tax cut, and ever since, they want more, and they want to control those who are, below them. They want to impose themselves on us, and that usually leads to revolutions. And I have been saying, I hope this doesn't happen. I hope I'm so wrong it's not funny. But I've been hinting at these things for a while. When I've said a few times, those things can trigger. It may not happen as that writer is stating. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't feel it's going to happen. And I'll tell you, but I'm sorry, I have two competing thoughts on my mind. Let me finish one, sorry. There's potential for an uprising in this country. We are ripe for it right now. If you see how we are being used as the people. You have MAGA and the rest of the country. And, I don't have time to get into all the manipulations that's taking place behind the scenes that can trigger. I don't feel like saying civil war, but major violence in certain areas. I was reading an article yesterday. There is a place in Florida, according to what I hear. I don't even know where it is, and I'm not going to try to figure out. I don't care. It's only billionaires that live there. And it seems like they have their own, it's like they have their own little army to guard that area. And they were saying who's moving into that area. I think I think I was in bed when I was reading it. I was laughing so hard I almost fell off my bed. Because if people were to revolt, it doesn't matter. You have 100 people and bullets. Forget it. It's not going to happen. They have a small army, whatever it is they have, I don't know. They didn't mention, but anyway, the area is very well fortified, okay? And it's because those people are afraid. Just like, I don't know how many of you heard, Vought, the cost of his security is $18 million a year. I think I talked about that last week. Miller and company, they have to live in a military base. If you find yourself in this country, we're not talking about other countries now where they have, dictators and everyone have to have 10,000 guards watching them because people will kill them. America, as long as you do the right thing, okay, you're free to go. You're going to have a couple of bodyguards and stuff like that, security, yeah, okay. But what? $18 million a year? Something is wrong. He's doing something wrong. That's why he needs that much, because he himself said it. I want to traumatize the federal workforce. One thing he didn't say, but he's doing it. Traumatize us in the process. But the point I'm trying to make is, I don't feel we're going to get there. If you guys read that thing, that report, that article, okay, because if you watch how Trump backed away from Minneapolis, and I believe I mentioned, come to think of it, I believe I mentioned that not too long ago, that people like Peter Thiel and Musk are paying attention. Musk is the only one who's arrogant enough to, it's like he's not scared. Or, he thinks he's invincible. That's the word. He thinks he's invincible. Okay? Until something goes wrong. I guess when you're doing that much drugs, you can fight anybody until they tase you to death. But anyway, I don't feel it's going to get there. And the reason why I don't feel it's going to happen is because the next president of this country has no choice but to change the whole way this country is being governed. And he or she will have no choice but doing it. That's number one. Number two, people like Elon Musk will be put in their places. He's an immigrant just like me and the rest of us. Those of us, new immigrants. All of us are immigrants in this country, except for the natives. Okay? You should see what this guy is writing. Immigrants are poisoning this country. They never adapt. If you look at his, I don't go looking for what he writes because I don't think he's very bright. I'm sorry, maybe I'm wrong, okay? But when you're posting these things, something is wrong with you. That's no indication that you're not very bright. I'm saying he's not very bright for other reasons. He never invented anything. He never come with a better mousetrap. He steals people's ideas. He's lucky with making money. People think he's smart, but let me go back to the point I was trying to make. But I feel the size of the protests that are to come, and the next president of this country, he or she will understand exactly what's going on. And AOC is has a very good idea, according to reports he's talking about it, in Munich, the way elected officials have to rebalance things, and what's going on right now cannot continue. And intuitively, I feel some of those oligarchs are getting the message. That's why, like the example I gave you, some of them are moving to 45 places. If you're being fair to people, they'll protect you as opposed to wanting to harm you, or even you getting the perception that they want to harm you. But the protests that are to come, unfortunately, we're going to lose some more. My prediction is we're going to lose some more people, innocent people, like good and pretty. I hope care is taken to prevent that. But intuitively, I feel it's a very strong possibility, and that's going to inflame this situation even more. But my prediction is the people will win. Every single person who has put the people of this country through this trauma will suffer the consequences. And the gentleman that I mentioned before who wrote that paper, you know what he said? Instead of Europeans screaming about how this administration is treating them, they should start and meet with this administration and figure out when America is going to walk away from them. Something to that effect, I'm paraphrasing. I found that so sick. You know what came to me intuitively? Who's paying him? Okay. Who's going to benefit when we walk away from our friends and become weaker? I had to let it go. But if you... I downloaded the article. Let me see if I can quickly, as I was talking to you guys, I downloaded it. I took pictures from my cell phone of the different article that I downloaded last night. Hang on one second. Nope, I don't see it. Okay, I don't think I downloaded it. I took a picture of it, but I'll let you know tomorrow. But it was pretty unnerving, and I found him so arrogant. But what kept on my mind is who's paying him and who's benefiting when we walk away, and how better off he's going to be. But my friends, don't worry. We're going to see the twists and turns are going to get scary. But I feel like saying American democracy will survive and thrive. It's not going to end like some people, the oligarchs around right now, are trying to do. If anything, they're going to have to pay their fair share of taxes. They have no choice. They are getting scared. And that's why they are pulling the CWGs from Minneapolis. And I've said before, behind the scenes at that big White House, the fear is they don't know what's coming. It's palpable. That's not going to, because they are desperate, they're going to continue to try. But intuitively, they have a problem. They're not going to win. They're not going to succeed. So that was the NATO part. Ukraine, I feel, to answer the Ukraine thing is short. Yes, they're going through a very difficult period right now. But I still feel Europe can keep them afloat. And there are so many American leaders, both Republicans and Democrats, who understand the situation in Ukraine. We will be able to, with Europe, they will be able to stay afloat. And Putin intuitively, I've always said he's a bit paranoid. He's going to continue to get more paranoid. And just like other predictions I've made, yes, my timing was wrong. But they can find him. Like I told you, I saw him with dark pants and a white shirt, white dress shirt. They took him in a backyard somewhere in the Kremlin. It's still on the table. And his economy will continue to crater. According to reports, he is basically throwing bodies at that war, hoping killing enough civilians will give him a win. Intuitively, I feel he's wrong. I feel Europe is going to be able to continue to support Ukraine. And his economy is cratering. She's not going to help him. They'll give him little things here and there, but she doesn't trust him either. She doesn't have much respect for him. You know, right now as I'm talking about Putin, it feels like to me he's very isolated. He feels isolated. That's the way I should say it, as opposed to he feels isolated. He's no longer enjoying the power and influence he used to have around the world. He feels like invading Ukraine was a mistake. Remember that. I said, I feel intuitively, Putin feels invading Ukraine was a mistake. We're going to find out about that. Okay? But I do feel they will come to an understanding, because the way I am getting him right now, there is no bright spot in Russia. And it's destabilizing. Yes, I know Russians have been through hardship before. It seems like that's one thing they're pretty good at taking, punches and abuse the poor people. I mean, it's bad. But I still don't feel Putin is going to win this war. I feel he's going to lose. And he's going to be the worst dictator in the world. And I don't know how many of you heard this morning, he ordered his henchmen to poison Navalny with some kind of frog-derived poison. But I'm not surprised, because they have those concoction, if you will, in the Caribbean and in Central America, I mean, all over the world, that scientists don't know about yet. But people, the indigenous people in those areas are familiar with those poisons. People like Putin in Russia, they come and exploit those things and they give them to people. Somebody may die before a regular physician find out what's wrong with you. But indigenous people from all over the world, different areas of the world, they watch the symptoms and they can tell you what's wrong. That's why people are calling, and like, for example, in Haiti, they can poison you, but they think they send some spirit to kill you. No, they poisoned you. But that's what Putin did to Navalny. That's what these people do. But karma is coming. He's going to lose. That's my prediction. Having said that, I'm getting carried away. Let's see. I think I spoke about everything. Yeah. All right. Let me look for your questions. Oh my God. Anna Webb, sorry about that. I should have spoke about that. When will we women with married names going to have the? I know what your question is. You're talking about the SAVE Act. Thank you very much. It's in the music, Diana. Will Jack Smith report regarding the stolen document case ever be revealed? Yes. There's been threat to burn evidence. Yeah, don't worry about it. You can do anything with it. But to go back to the SAVE Act, that's what Anna Webb is talking about. I don't feel, my friends, this administration is terrified. Trump is terrified of losing the midterm. All his ideas, and you know something, as I'm saying this, I'm being shown an article that somebody wrote. They said, good luck. The writer wished Republicans good luck finding women to vote for them. Thank you, Craig Dixon, for you renewing your membership. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But yes, I mean, I don't understand. And they keep shooting themselves in the foot. I mean, they watch, okay, what's coming. Just like I started with this. Maybe that's my fault. I forgot. I should have mentioned the SAVE Act, okay? But I was talking about Texas going blue, and it's because they have their fingers, trying to figure out which way the wind is blowing. These people will be voted out of office. I was talking in terms of who's going to turn blue in the prediction that I made about Texas. But it applies to the SAVE Act, the obscene ideas that Republicans have, okay? I mean, there's a lady in Texas, she's a policewoman. She got pregnant, but she developed a heart issue, something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, okay? I was half watching it on TV. I was so disgusted, repulsed by it. She died. So they think women are going to vote for him. It's not only women, the people who love them. Good luck to these people, man. Jesus. Now, they're going to be shocked in November. That SAVE Act stuff, I know it passed the House. I don't think it's going to get through the Senate. Okay? Let's see what happens. But women will never... First of all, I mean, it's so unfortunate. So many people, women, I'm saying so many people, so many women are dying, either while pregnant or giving birth in this country. It's too much. I mean, they were talking about it last week. Okay? Republicans are going to be blamed for that. It's a shame, just like, why did that policewoman who was pregnant and had a heart issue, they didn't treat her because she was pregnant, okay? Why did she have to die? Why did Good have to die? Why did Pretty have to die? Why did Mr. Porter from California, the African-American gentleman who died, why? The intransigence of those oligarchs and the people who are doing the biddings for them. And the Supreme Court. In fact, it was in the article, as I'm saying this, I'm being shown the paragraph for the gentleman who wrote the article. Oh my God, it's 37. About the potential for a civil war to take place in this country. I don't think it's going to happen because I'm seeing the other things that can prevent it. But I did mention the same things in a different way. But these people, why should they have to die? And I also predicted before the way Trump was going to go, if he were to get elected, what he would do, he would create his own army. And that's what the CWG guys are. That's his own private army. We simply don't know about it yet. But that's what he's doing, just like the Makuts in Haiti, the brown shirt in Germany, and then the KGB and whatever other name they use for the secret service or police in Russia. Okay, it's not going to work. And right now, they feel lied to. A lot of them feel lied to. Okay? So let's keep our fingers crossed, my friend. Because, yes, they are feeling lied to. They have been lied to. They are being used. They are pawns. And some of them are beginning to realize that, and it's going to spread among them, that if they are not careful, they're going to be left holding the bag, while all these big guys, they go into their mansions and have fancy dinners. They're going to catch on. That's my prediction. Even they too, they're going to have their own way of protest. Mark my word. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Let me see. Am I the only one who wakes up in the middle of the night and worry about this country? Please let me know. This morning I woke up, I'm like, the first, before you recognize and realize where you're awake and trying to figure out, okay, is everything all right here? And once you do that, you shake off the sleep. You're like, oh my God, you remember where we are. And you start to worry. The past couple of days, I've been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning and I can't fall asleep. I'm like, oh, Jesus. But anyway, please let me know if I'm the only one. Okay. Pam's Cake says, please study the Reconstruction era. I wish I could. But it's a good idea. Stella Branson says, will enhance license work for voting. From what I understand, that enhance. I doubt that stuff will go through as well. I think when I went to register for to vote, I showed my passport. I wasn't born here in its obvious. Okay. People like myself, you have to, if they asked me at the time, I didn't have a problem with it. Okay. But when you get to the polling place, there are people asking you for identification. It's just a trick to suppress the vote. Okay. I don't feel that's going to stand. Let's see what happens. Okay. Yes, it's in the music, Diana. Do you see? Yes. Jack Smith, they can do whatever they want. That second report and everything else that Trump and Bundy and other people are trying to hide, they will all come out. Because even Trump influencers are catching on. Okay. What's the name of that guy again? That bald guy who has... I forget his name. He's an influencer. He's trying not to be a Republican or a MAGA influencer, but even him too, he's beginning to question a lot of things that Trump and the people around him are doing. Ram Pietke says this is what they did after Reconstruction in 1887. Oh, okay. Hi, Jojo and M. Okay. Oh, yes. Corfin is asking, will Norm, Corey, and Dasky go to prison due to private prison stuff? My friend, all these people, karma is going to catch up with them. And Corey and Dasky, something I did not realize, I don't know how many of you realize that, when the senator from California that went to a Norm, what was she doing? She was having, I believe, when he got arrested, I forget his name right now. She was having a news conference. I'm trying to remember his name. But you guys know who I am talking about, the senator from California. Norm went to California to have a news conference and talk about, I don't know what she was going to talk about, that when they started deploying CWG people in that area, and they got him arrested. Okay. I forgot his name. Lewandowski was there. He was directing what to do. I was shocked. I told you, I learned about it yesterday afternoon. My friends. In fact, in the article, they suggested that the senator, let me see, I'm sure some of you probably wrote his name down there. Padilla, thank you very much, girlfriend, Senator Padilla. Okay, they suggest, thank you. Rogan is the one I was talking about, the influencer. Thank you, girlfriend. Joe Rogan, Lila KMP. Yes. I was shocked. I didn't realize he was there. He was directing what to do to Senator Padilla. And the person who wrote the article says Lewandowski can be sued because he was he's not a Senate confirmed government official. And his tenure should only last 120 days. I would be surprised if Padilla doesn't go after him with a lawsuit. But yes, all these people, karma is catching up with them. Did they see Trump being as lucky as he has been able to escape every time, things are about to catch up with him. But he's suffering, okay? But my friends, intuitively I feel the Epstein report, the report about those classified information about the economy, among other things, game he's trying to play. My guy is catching on. My friend, I don't see how he's going to be able to get away with this. And I know, and okay, let me put it this way. A lot of people are saying, well, he has those CWG guys running around with weapons and abusing people. Those people too are scared now. They may not be showing it. A lot of them are terrified because, I don't know how many, I'm sure all of you know, two of them that shot, oh, wait a minute, there are more cases, but I remember two. There is a Venezuelan guy who got shot through his door. He was in his house. They shot him through his door, and they lied about it. And the team that shot that woman, the teacher, 5 times, and she had 7 bullet holes. That guy was bragging about it. They are under investigation now. Okay? So the rest, they are being told, they're pumping them up as if, it's a football team. Go, do this, do that. They got to keep you. No, you're playing with people's lives. They too are beginning to get scared. There's so many variables here. Okay, this is not going to work. Yes, Norm Lewandowski, among others. I wouldn't want. I know the perks are amazing. Okay. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. I would enjoy it if it was like working for Obama. These normal people, okay? In this situation, no. Danger is written all over this. That's my prediction. And I'm sticking to it. Thank you, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, Chat Monitor, for your help. I appreciate it. This nerd chick says, just notice your background and love those tables, Milou. Oh, thank you. This is, I don't remember. Well, thank you for the compliment. I'm not good at decorating. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, Chat Monitor, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilou.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. You're very welcome, Maxine Nadusa. If you like the channel and you're not a subscriber yet, please consider subscribing, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up, that would help me a lot. And also please leave me a comment if you have questions. I know I have not gone over. I've skimmed through the comments you guys left Friday. I have not answered yet, but I didn't forget. And I'm not neglecting my duties. I'm just having a couple of things, a few things going on. Let's put it that way. So that's why. But please do post. I will catch up. I will see you all. Oh, some of you later. Till then, and those of you who don't go to the other show, I'll see you tomorrow, same time. Till then, bye.